Okay, everybody, good afternoon. Johnny Be Good here. We are located at the Petro, as you can see, here in Sturtevant, Wisconsin. Local time here is 12 o'clock noon. We are on our way to Plymouth, Wisconsin. Which is about 65, 70 miles. By the way, that eastbound traffic on 94 has been slow like that for at least an hour. I don't know what's causing it. I'm just glad I'm not going that way yet. You know, when I was driving for there was a time where I drove 60 miles an hour for, 5 years, 4 years, because Well had a 4 cent or 5 cent fuel bonus. Basically, they gave me 4 cents a mile to drive 60 miles an hour. And yes, it was very, very slow, but eventually I kind of got used to it. Baby Blue over here is set up in a computer to do 72 miles an hour, but for some reason Baby Blue can only do 70 miles per hour. And I don't know if I can ever go back to driving 60 miles an hour. I mean, holy smokies, that would really be bad. You know, I don't think I'd be scared to drive 100 miles an hour. Speed doesn't really scare me. What scares me is getting a ticket. Now that's, I know it's an oxymoron, right? I mean, I'd be more scared of a ticket than safety or dangerous speed. I do agree that, you know, the faster you run, the more risk that you take. But somehow getting a ticket is worse in my mind than actually running 100 miles an hour. So the point is, 70 miles an hour is plenty for me. However, if I was running out like in Iowa or Nebraska or Utah, where the speed limit is 80, 75 would be good, I suppose. But I know I would get in trouble if I was to drive in California having that available speed. Because chances are that I'll be tempted to push the limit. But anyway, here's something I'd like to kind of share my thoughts with. A long, long time ago, I used to have those stickers on the windows, no lot lizards. For those of you who are new to the trucking industry and you don't know what lot lizard is, it's basically, you can see a sticker of a girl alligator or a girl lizard walking on its two hind legs with a wig and a bag and in a circle. That's what a lot lizard is, and it refers to prostitutes that service the trucking industry. When I was new at the trucking industry, yes, I did have those stickers, and over the years I started to realize that it's I don't know, how do I say this, it's really the worst demeaning term of a human being. I mean, yes, prostitution is wrong, but it takes two to tango. Why do prostitutes do it? Because there are men who are willing to pay for it. Kind of like the drug dealer and the user. Everybody hates the drug dealers, but you know, if there wasn't any drug users, there wouldn't be any drug dealers. So the point is, yes, what they do is wrong. but they are still human beings. They are, and all of us have our own label. We're labeled something. I mean, nobody knows yourself better than yourself. What is your label? Are you a thief? Are you a liar? Are you a, what are you? But the point is, even though, just because somebody is something, they're still human beings. And for us to call them lot lizards, it's just, I don't know, it just seems like, for those of you who without sin cast the first stone, and you don't have to believe in religion or sin and all that stuff. If you believe in humanity and decency, nobody has the right to label anybody. Because if you do label somebody, that makes you a hypocrite. Right? As I said, we have our own dark secrets. And I am so glad you guys don't know mine. And I'm so glad I don't know yours. Everybody in this whole world has the obsession to know the truth. It seems like everybody in this world wants the truth to come out. And in some ways, I think that this world is better off not knowing the whole truth. I play a lot of game in my mind about finding a bottle in genie in the bottle. What kind of power, what would you wish for if you found a genie in the bottle? I'm not saying I believe in genies, but it's just to show you what's, you can play game in your mind about that and scenarios. And one of the things that I wish for, probably kind of scenario thing, is okay, I'd wish for that the whole world can't keep any secrets. Everybody will have to tell the truth. Kind of like the movie Liar Liar with Jim Carrey. And I don't see any good coming out of that. I think war and civil war and family feuds and family killing would probably be the first to start up. Most killings are probably done by family members or family friends or friends. Most murders are committed by known associates or some you're tied up with that person that you know of. mean, there are a certain amount of truth that should come out, but the absolute truth, I don't think so. You know what? Here's something very insignificant to most people. What are mosquitoes and flies good for? I can't think of anything. Well, mosquitoes are probably eaten by bats. But in the scheme of things, they really don't have any importance in the cycle of life in this world. But if you were to snap your finger to eradicate flies and mosquitoes, as insignificant as they are, there's a lot of negative backlash to that. I mean, there are thousands and thousands or millions of people that depend on the existence of insects and mosquitoes and flies. There are people that work, whether making pesticides or mosquito nets or fly swatters or screen doors. There's a lot of things in his life. I think everything in this life that is in existence are all like kind of like a chain in a link of a chain. We're all interconnected somehow. Now my mind is questioning, how in the world did I get from lot lizard topic to mosquitoes? What's the connection? I don't know. Oh boy. Any psychologists out there that could give me a diagnosis to how my brain works? Anybody? But back to the real topic I was trying to say was, yeah, it just calling prostitutes lot lizard, it's just really dehumanizing, and it's just beyond. I think if we were to properly address, I think the name prostitute is probably the most, I don't know, humane or decency to address that issue. Ask yourself a question. If you were to label yourself, what would be your label? I don't know. I think in my case, I think I'd be called all of the above. I haven't physically murdered anybody, but there was certain times of my life where I murdered someone or some people over and over and over again in my heart. Now, of course, in my belief, that the only, you don't have to believe this, but in my opinion, or not really my opinion, but yeah, my belief is the only truth that really is worth knowing in this life is the truth of, you know, my Lord Jesus Christ. Any other truth doesn't really, is insignificant to the scheme of life. And I know some of you don't believe, and I can respect that. Some of you believe in different things. I respect that too.